Hey guys, what's up? If you saw the excuse me, the bunker video, I was talking about messing around with some different guns that I haven't used before and trying to switch up some things here and there. So this is essentially it's basically, well, not basically, it's the exact same build I've been using in most of my videos outside of the nurse one, but like the legendary siren, legendary cat, legendary binder. It's the exact same skill set, just with a blurred trickster class mod, because I started using some different weapons and they kind of lent themselves to the class mod. I was using the conference call more. As you can see here, we're starting off with the Tatler and the Becca, and also the Jolly Roger. Kind of using it as like a backup weapon in this. I've been trying to experiment with the Tatler some more. It's actually, I don't know if it's one of the best SMGs in the game, but it holds its own, or at least from the uses that I've had with it. But I mean, it's no hellfire when it comes to like elemental damage or anything, or well, Maliwan in general when it comes to elemental damage. And I mean, it's definitely not as accurate as a Hyperion SMG, but the extra pellets kind of lend themselves well to chain reaction. And that's how I'd started kind of messing around with it more. And then I was like, man, if I could just get a few more points in chain reaction. And then I decided on busting out of my comfort zone and switching it up with the blurred Trickster class mod. I had thought about a mirrored Trickster that would give me 5 points in chain reaction and 6 points for kinetic reflection. I had a complete brain fart there for a second. But then I was like, well, if I just use an antagonist, then I don't really need the 6 extra points in kinetic reflection. So that's the shield that I'm using in these. Either that or I switch between it and the sham when I'm using this class mod, and depending upon the enemies that I'm fighting. But so far, I've really only taken the build and the guns to enemies that shoot at me. I haven't really went to like the wildlife exploitation preserve or anything where there's like a lot of skags and stalkers and things like that. Some of the other guns that'd be good to use would probably be the Sandhawk, the Pimpernel, just about any shotgun. Most of the shotguns that I've been using have been the, as I mentioned, the Jolly Roger and conference call. And they kind of been holding their own. And like I said, I've been trying to like use weapons I haven't really used a whole lot before. So I'm trying to stay away from like the Interfacer and the Butcher. I always kind of have a conference call on my characters. I just don't use it a whole lot. So I'm just kind of messing with it. Plus, the extra pellets that proc from the sides help out a lot. So, but and this isn't a full run through of the fridge. This is just little snippets using the different guns here and there. I wanted to get a different feel for how they'd work on certain types of enemies. And the thing I'm finding with the Jolly Roger, I never realized how strong of a shotgun it actually is. Because even there, I mean, I know those little rats don't have a whole lot of health, but it shoot through them pretty good even without slag. And that's that. Now through here we're going to use the conference call to begin with. I think I used the Jolly Roger on some of the Hyperion engineers because they're fleshy. But partway through this I run out of ammo. Well, I don't run out. but I get pretty low, and I wasn't sure how the fight was gonna end, so I swapped a Pimpernel in, I think a Tatler. But for the most part here, this is all the conference call. And the conference call, as I've mentioned before in some other videos, I kind of think like the conference call kind of faded in popularity with the initial B nerf. It seemed like everybody's like, oh, the shotgun's garbage now. And actually, I've always liked the conference call. Granted, it's not as brokenly powerful as it was in combination with the B shield. But it was never actually like really a terrible shotgun. And actually, you know, outside of I'd say the blockhead, just about every shotgun I use is a Hyperion shotgun. Well, now I'm trying to incorporate a bandit shotgun into my efforts here. Well, in the Twister. But for the most part, the majority of the shotguns I carried on my characters in this game were mostly Hyperion. You know, you conference call, the Butcher, the Interfacer. I think I had a couple developments, and I can't remember the purple Hyperion shotgun with the Hyperion barrel. Was the thinking? I can't remember. But, you know, and then, like I said, the Twister and the blockhead. Once in a while, the flacker. Now, the only problem with using this setup, though, is you're not relying on phase lock, but you're fairly dependent on it. If you use it the way that I want to use the class mod with the skills in my head, so I'm going to work on refining it, switching up. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think I have a health relic, but I'll probably swap that out with a cooldown relic or just so I can get my phase lock back up quicker. But you know, it works. And as long as you keep killing things between the antagonist and kinetic reflection, for the most part, you should be damn near invincible. The only thing that really gets you is DOTs. Now right here, I get kind of nervous about my shell count, and I hit the wrong button. So I'll switch it out with the Tatler, finish these guys off. And we'll throw a Pimpernel in there for good measure. And we're going to finish this off with the Becca. It seems too that a loot goon likes to spawn here in this beginning section every time I've come through here. I didn't have a backup plan the first time I came through. I just had the Becca, a Maggie, a Jolly Roger, and the Grog Nozzle, and the loot goon cornered me, downed me, and I really had no way of getting back up. I was going at him with my Jolly Roger, but he was just kind of laughing at me, so this time I brought a Norfleet just in case.
I love my
Usually I have a Dastardly Maggie. I carried that one there as a trick shot, just because I was using it to fuck around with the bunker. Thought I had that dude, but... I'm really liking the Becca. Using it a lot more out of all the guns that I've been experimenting with. It's the one that it is both functional and fun to use. Some of the guns I use aren't exactly top of the line functional, but I like them because they're fun. You know, you can basically make it through OP8 with just about any combination of gear. It's just how fast will you make it through OP8. You know, and I know Slag's kind of, and I've said this in I think some of my pre-sequel talks, I do think Slag is an artificial crutch because they didn't know how to expand upon the game, so they came up with this, let's boost everybody's health by 4 times, and you know, you guys have just used more Slag to chip away at them. And with Slag, non-elemental weapons are still viable. Granted, they're not as fast as using the corresponding element to the enemy, but you know, no B shield, and the Becca's holding its own. And it's not like, I mean, let's be honest, damage over time isn't really that big of a deal against enemies. And that cut ended up being in a really weird spot. But as you can see from what I just had up there, not a whole lot of, it's the exact same build I used in my other videos, and these are just some quick, couple other chain reaction bunker kills I had that worked out pretty well. I can't get the Pimpernel or the Sandhawk to work real well, which I thought those would be guns that would just kind of chew through them, but the conference call here, it just ate them and laughed at them. And another shotgun that worked really well, which I kind of want to try it without chain reaction just to see, because it kind of has an inherent bore effect to it, is the Twister. And I probably would have got him with that first one by itself, but I thought I was going to miss when he swooped back. But I'd been trying at this, using different guns for quite a while. And, fucking hot loaders, man. This was probably my, oh god, I was probably in the 20s as far as attempts, at least. And this time he just had enough of my bullshit. He was just like, fuck you, I'm out. And if, I don't know if you guys, any of you guys watching this watched my, I got a compilation of boar kills with Zero on the bunker from when I was farming them, and it was when I first started doing the YouTube videos. He actually does it to me twice in those videos. Wow, those were from last year. Has it been that long? Kind of not quite a full year. Probably I'd have to double check. Probably like September or October of last year. So kind of fitting that almost a year later, instead of using Zero to bore the bunker, I'm using Maya to chain reaction them. But anyways, want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.